welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of the Songwriters Circle series, folks. We have an amazing show for you tonight. I can't wait to get to it. These guys here will be performing. I'll be introducing them shortly. Can't wait to have them all on. We had an amazing show 2 weeks ago for Episode 1, our season opener. It was all Niagara Falls boys, Frankie Peterangelo from the Mad Hatters. We had Anthony Abrascato, and then we had Mr. Dave Ray from Teenage Head, accompanied by Anthony DiCarlo. We had such a good time. The end of the show, we must have talked for a half an hour, and we kept the viewership, which was fantastic. So we've got a great viewership already tonight. I'm looking up in the top left-hand corner. So I know a lot of them. I mean, all three of these guys are great, but I know a lot of you are Jake Thistle fans. So we're also live on Jake Thistle Music, Dave Rotella, Evan Rotella Music, and Light of Day Canada. So we're live all over. Now, the StreamYard program that we're using, I was just talking to Jake's dad, and we were talking about sound. It's, you guys have seen a lot of Jake's live shows, and you're probably, looking forward to hearing his electric guitar and certain things, and the sound is always impeccable. This software is a little different. It's not top quality audio for musicians. It's getting there. They're getting it better, and they're really working hard. I love the folks at StreamYard. Great support staff. So, it might not be as crisp and clear as you're always used to hearing Jake, you folks over at Jake Thistle Music, but you're going to love it. He's doing all originals. That's what this show's about. For those of you that are new to the show, we started this probably, I guess it's been about 2.5 months ago. And we opened a show with Jared Clemens, Evan Rotella, and Bobby Mahoney. It was a great show. It was a good way to get our Light of Day name back into the public. We were supposed to have a big show this November with Canada's Tim Hicks at the Meridian Center Arena. It was going to be a slam dunk. We were going to raise a lot of money for our two causes, cancer and Parkinson. By the way, that's what we're doing here tonight. So the reason we did this is we wanted to increase the awareness because we're not having that show. And because we're not having that show, we're not able to raise a lot of funds. So we wanted to try a few different things. So we're trying to raise money for Light of Day Canada, and we'll get to that. But the other reason we're doing this is for our musician friends. They've all helped us over the years. They've been great friends to us. They've donated their time. They've donated their music. And I, for one, being a part of Light of Day for the last 13 years, I'm honored that they play, and I can't thank them enough. So one of the things our committee wanted to do is give back and let a lot of these guys get their music back out there because they're not playing. Folks, you're not seeing them in theaters. We got a few backyard shows that happened and some unique ways of doing concerts, but it's not the way it was, and they're not making the living they were. So, check out their pages, give their songs some listens, buy some merch, tip them if you can at their shows. I really appreciate it, and we're going to keep trying to do shows to help our friends, our musician friends. So thanks for joining us. I'm not going to talk all night because you're here to see other folks. So I want to introduce those guys. We got 3 amazing singer-songwriters, and this first guy I just got to know. His name's Ryan Lunn. He's from Niagara Falls, Ontario. He's a great singer-songwriter. I got to know him. My son was opening a show for Rick Rose's music school about 1.5 years ago, and I got to know Ryan, and he's invited Evan out to a few things, and I've been wanting to pay the favor back, and I love his music. I've been listening to him all day. He's no stranger to singer-songwriter events. He holds his own. Today, he's actually performing out of Sessions on the River in Fort Erie. Wait till you see this setup. It's pro. He's done a great job. We're looking forward to having him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ryan Lunn to the show tonight. Ryan, how are you, buddy?
I'm super happy to be here, Dave.
Have you been practicing that all day, Ryan? Have you been working on that intro?
That's the big AC/DC ending to every song. I just wanted to quickly say I'm so friggin' happy to be here. Anything called Light of Day that references Springsteen, huge fan growing up. Me and you talked about this backstage. I've had so many moments in his concerts where he made a man cry, me, just seeing him. Also wanted to say that recently, a couple months ago, me and Dave Rave, actually he was just on the show with you. We just wrote a song together, me and Dave. I'm pretty excited to bring that out over the course of the winter. We're going to record that in the Hammer. And
awesome.
I'm really excited to be here and check out these guys. The first song I'm going to play for you is a song called Nashville.
Oh wait, but you're not playing now, right? I got to bring everybody up.
Okay, so you tell
you
me.
weren't paying attention in rehearsal. He's fired.
I never do, my friend. But thank you for having me.
No problem, right? Hey, not a problem. Hey, it's live on the interwebby thing. It's all whatever happens, right? So
what's the internet? What is that?
the internet, it's this thing. I hear it's catching on. I might even. I was thinking of going into business and trying something. I don't know. I give it a shot.
World Wide Web.
So we got Ryan and our next performer. I can't say enough about this young man. He's 16 years old. Now I got to get to know him through some other online shows. Jared Clemens does a show on Mondays. In fact, my son and Jake will be part of a show this Monday, which I'll talk about later. But I got to watch Jake on some of these shows, and he's got an incredible following. I'm sure many of them are watching right now. He is one of the most talented people. My kid's 16, and I think he's very talented. Then I saw this guy, and first of all, he can play any song you want. But then he also plays songs that I love. Jackson Brown, John Hyatt. It's unbelievable, the talent on this young man. And one of the things I've got to learn is he's got a pretty good resume. He's played with a few cool people like this guy, Mr. John Hyatt. Not bad, 12 years old. And he'll probably tell you a little bit more about that, but that's Ben Montench and Mike Campbell from the Heartbreakers. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to welcome, I'm a new fan and a good friend, Jake with Thistle. How you doing, Jake?
Hey, how are you?
Great to see you. Jake, I know I go on and on about you, but I'm honestly, though, I'm so impressed, but I'm also impressed by your backdrop. Ryan, take a look at those guitars.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I know.
I have 20 guitars now, so you only ever need one more, I guess. But
Well, you're a Jackson Brown fan, right?
oh, big one. I've always been a Jackson Brown fan, but I didn't listen to him too much. I knew "Doctor My Eyes," "Running on Empty," those couple. But Dana Petty, Tom Petty's wife, requested I learn some Jackson Brown. So I mean, to that type of request, you kind of have to say yes.
Yeah, you don't say no to Tom Petty's wife.
So then I really started listening, and like I looked farther than just the hits, and I realized so now I'm a huge Jackson Brown fan.
Well, it's funny. Somebody just posted, holy shit, I thought he was 20. And I will tell you, when this kid plays, I think he's been playing for 30 years. I think he's 40. And the music you like is my music. And I'm an old man. You like Jackson Brown. You like Warren Zevon. You like Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen. And, Jackson Brown, doesn't he have like this huge guitar collection?
He does, yeah.
Yeah, so
makes
you're
me
following.
work harder at mine,
Right, that's what I figured. Some people collect cars. This man collects guitars. So,
Yeah.
Jake, we're looking forward to hearing your original work tonight. So, thanks
so
for
happy
coming
to
out.
be here. Can't wait to play and hear everyone else.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Thanks, Jake. And now, this guy here was part of our first Light of Day songwriter show. Now, this photo was taken at Light of Day Canada 1, and this was on my NFCVI, my old high school auditorium. It's the NFCVI auditorium.
Everyone's wearing black.
Yeah. And before the big show, before the bands came on, we had a songwriter circle. Now look at this: Ron LaSalle, Willie Nile, Joe Grishecki, Joe Durso, and Canada's Ron Sexsmith. Pinch me. I guess I was too busy to appreciate it back then when I see this picture. And I became a fan of Ron's then. And that summer, we held our first ever summer concert series at Yanks Old Niagara, Phil Pasco's place. And Ronnie came out and played that night. It was a great night. It was hotter than hell, as you can see. He was sweating it out while he was playing. It was a great show. And I've become a big fan of Ron's. His albums, Too Angry to Pray and Nobody Rides for Free, just brilliant masterpieces. So when he said yes to come on the show, I was honored because I truly find him one of my favorite songwriters of all time. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of my favorites and a good friend, Mr. Ronnie LaSalle. How you doing, sir?
Hey, Dave, how you doing?
Always better when I'm talking to you.
You always say the sweetest things.
So, I forgot. I got my notes, but I never follow them. But Ryan is from Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Right.
Jake is from
I'm
Jake is from
actually,
where are you from?
Well, I'm from Fort Erie, which
Oh.
is Niagara Falls, basically.
Yeah, nobody tells anybody they're from.
Right. Nobody actually says.
It's like saying you're from.
I'm actually live in Jordan Station, which is all vineyards and wineries. And
So for the Americans watching, he's from Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls, because they only
That's a
recognize
lot easier.
that.
And then we got New Jersey from the Great Garden State.
New Jersey.
Now, where in New Jersey? Where in Jersey are you from?
We're from Bergen County, so for people outside of Jersey, I just say close to New York City.
Oh, okay. So you're closer to New York. Gotcha.
Jake, I went to Philadelphia to see a concert, and I accidentally took a wrong turn and ended up in New Jersey.
It happens.
Right across the bridge.
It happens.
Yeah, he's from Fort Erie.
That's why he's from Fort Erie. And then we've got.
I was a little scared. I ended up over New Jersey, and I'm like,
And if you guys are wondering-
I'm on a customs bridge.
If you're wondering why Ryan is looking down,
Sorry.
he's in a studio. No, I just want people to know.
Yeah,
I told
I'm
him,
in a studio.
and he doesn't have a laptop facing him. So I said, get your phone out so you can at
Yeah.
least see these guys.
Yeah.
And then we got the great Ronnie LaSalle, who you're living in Chicago, but you're Chicago by way of Niagara Falls, New York, right?
Well, I was in Nashville for 20 years. Then I went
Oh,
back.
Nashville.
Then I went back to Niagara Falls for a few years. And
Nice.
Then my wife's father got sick, so we moved
Right.
here to take
Right.
care, be closer to him and everything. And I
How
was
is
going back
Allison?
and forth. Huh?
Is Allison watching the show?
I hope
She
so.
She better be. I saw her promoting
If she's
it.
not, she knows what songs I'm doing. She'll say something nice to me when I'm done.
Well,
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you to the sponsor that's sponsoring the artist tonight. So I want to say thank you to Charles Harrison and Wingate's Art Limited. Charles's dad passed away from
chance to
Parkinson,
drink.
and he's become a huge sponsor. But he's also a big supporter of Light of Day down in Asbury Park. He's on the committee for Light of Day Canada. So thank you, Charles, for that. I appreciate it. When we do give out our money, this year's been kind of a tough year. We give our money to the Steve Ludzik Foundation for Parkinson's and Walker Family Cancer Center here in the Niagara region for cancer care and research. So if you get a chance tonight, folks, one of the reasons we're doing this is to try to raise money for Light of Day Canada for those particular organizations. So you can go to lightofdaycanada.com/donate, $2, $5, anything helps. We're trying to raise some money for our partners. And I want to thank the folks at Danima for the design and the set and the production of tonight's show. So that's the stuff I was supposed to cover earlier, but I didn't. I'm so excited about getting Ron LaSalle and Jake and Ryan on the show. So, folks, we talked about it. For those that are coming on, it's a songwriter show. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing a song at a time. They're going to do 2 rounds. I'll come back in to do a little bit of housekeeping and talk to you guys. But I'm turning the show over to Mr. Ron LaSalle right now. So Ron, you're in charge of these guys. Now you got a young guy here. I don't know how these young guys listen. I got a 16-year-old. They're not always. They don't always listen. So
Well-
you might have to keep the young guy in line.
I'll try.
Actually, I think it
Dave,
might be the
Dave.
Fort Erie guy might be tougher.
Dave, from what I can see, the young guy is very well behaved. It's the guy up in the right-hand corner, the one from Fort Erie. I'm a little leery of him and his
Okay.
his antics already have just really got me a little nervous. But
okay,
I'm
well,
sure
you
I'm sure we can deal with it.
All right. Well, folks, I'm out of here. People are here to see you guys. Thank you very much. I'm honored that you decided to play our show, and I can't wait to talk to you in between. Have a great show, guys.
All right, thanks. All right, before I get started, I'd like to just point out that I'm wearing my Auburn University hat today, and I'd like to
Go-
just send
go
out.
Auburn.
I'd like to send damn war damn eagle. That's for sure. And I got a lot of friends in Alabama and Florida, and they've had a hard time, and I'd like to just send out some prayers to them if y'all don't mind. So
problem.
good. There they are. They're sent. Everybody out there, please send some prayers to them people. And now it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to introduce the problem child of Fort Erie, Mr. Ryan Lunn.
That's awesome, brother. You brought up Nashville earlier, and I'm going to play a song called Nashville, which is a little bit about my trip there this year. This is my turn to name drop, I guess. I won a songwriter award here in Niagara, and I was able to take an all-expense trip to Nashville, recording Soul Train Records studio, which is a fellow by the name of Johnny Reed, who is a Canadian country star's studio out there on Berry Hill and Music Row. And I got to record with a guy by the name of Thomas Toggs Salter, who produces Walk Off the Earth, Serena Ryder, Scotty Hellman, Josh Groban, and to name a few. And while I was there, I had a bunch of experiences, and this is a song that came out of that experience, and it's called Nashville. Broadway is alive tonight. I've never seen so many bright lights and open mics. Broadway is alive tonight. I've never seen so many wannabe country stars and honky-tonk bars. House band bassist with the sunken eyes, looks dead inside. If you tip a couple dollars, you'll play a country cover of Sweet Child of Mine. 'Cause I've been to Nashville once, but that don't mean shit. Go to Nashville once. You think you're gonna make it. Mind the eraser, 10-shot taster, a moonshine with chaser, something less hard. We got so fucked up, we ended up at Kid Rock's American Badass Bar. Band drummer with the sunken eyes, look dead inside. If you tip a couple dollars, you'll play a country cover of Pour Some Sugar on Me. 'Cause I've been to Nashville once, but that don't mean shit. Can't go to Nashville once and think you're gonna make it big. 'Cause there's layers and layers of all the best players. Yeah, there's circles and circles of inner circles with a house band bassist with sunken eyes, looks dead inside. If you tip a couple dollars, you'll play a country cover of Sweet Child of Mine. I've been to Nashville once, but that don't mean shit. You can't go to Nashville once and think you're gonna make it big. You think you're gonna make it big. You think you're gonna make it big. You think you're gonna make it big. All right. Thank you so much for letting me come on the Light of Day Canada. I want to bring to you Mr. Jake Thistle, all the way from New Jersey.
Hey, That was awesome. That was really really great one. So yeah, like it's been mentioned, I'm from New Jersey, and so where I am, like I said, I'm pretty close to New York City. So this first one I'll play is this is one I wrote. We were coming back from something, I don't remember what, and what happened was I was coming back from Ramsey, New Jersey to Paramus, and the way that kind of looks is there's this little hill, and you can look over at the skyline, and I don't know, the way it looked and just kind of painted against like that gray, rainy sky. It just I don't know, it just kind of inspired. I got home and I wrote this. I hope you like it. That was awesome. And this is called Empty Skyline. Hope you like it. And like it was said, I don't have the electric today, so instead of the solos, I'll be breaking out the harmonica a little more than usual. Here we go. I could see the city skyline from here. It looks more like a cardboard silhouette, painted on a gray background of sky, like a low-rent movie set. Everything's falling flat, from the 2D buildings to the vacant street. Spotlights out, the film fades black. The city's empty, or so it seems. 'Cause when you're gone, this whole damn world's asleep. I'm hanging on, yeah, what you sow is what you reap. Hoping I see you in that empty skyline, find you again someday. Well, I see you in my dream, you're creeping in my nightmares too, and I see you when I'm away. Well, I just can't get rid of you. When you're gone, this whole damn world's asleep. I'm hanging on, yeah, I'm always playing for keeps, hoping I see you in that empty skyline, and I'll find you again someday. Future without you there isn't one. I could never do anything right when you're gone. 'Cause when you're gone, this whole damn world's asleep. The journey's long, yeah, the slope is always steep. See you in that empty skyline and find you again someday. Well, I'm bathing in the artificial streetlight, but my mind's miles away with you. Nothing on my end ever has a nerve to change. So all the city does is sleep. I wish I could too. 'Cause when you're gone, this whole damn world's asleep. I'm hanging on, I hate how these feelings creep. Hoping I see you in that empty sky and find you again someday. Don't you fade away. Don't you fade away. So I hope you guys like that one. That was called Empty Skyline. And I can't wait to keep hearing more music. So here's Ron LaSalle.
Hey, Jake, thanks a lot. Man, you are the deal, kid. You are the deal. This is off, I got a new record, and it was supposed to come out this year, but now it doesn't look like it's going to be out till next year sometime, but it's kind of worked out okay. And just going to do this little ditty. This is just a ditty off it. And it's called That Was Then. And it's about kind of changing your perspective with time. I wear my heart breaks like a misspelled tattoo. I keep them hidden from the world's nosy view. I once thought that heartbreaks don't end well, but this is now, and that was then. She said I changed her, rearranged her too. I made her crazier with the stupid things I do. But she smiled when I saw her again. She said, "This is now, and that was then." Well, that was then. I don't look back, I keep moving ahead. Keep good memories, leave the bad ones for dead. I once feared that I could not contend. Well, this is now, and that was then. That was then. That was then. Hey, that's a ditty. I'd like to bring back the wild child of Fort Erie one more time. Mr. Ryan Lunn, give it hell, son.
Ronnie, that was so nice. That was very, very Springsteen-esque. Bob Dylan-esque. I'm going gonna tune it quick. Okay, my next song is called Maybe My Voice Is Enough. And it's a song I wrote when I was like 19, I think. And it's kind of about you know, young love and the feeling of having your heart pulled out by let me just tune the guitar real quick. Kind of having your heart pulled out by a young lady when you're a kid, right? And that's everything to you, like when you're a kid. So this song's called Maybe My Voice Is Enough. I'm just trying to get this tuned. There it is. And there it is. Okay, so this song's called Maybe My Voice Is Enough. I hope you enjoy it. And it's like one of the songs I wrote when I was 19. Choke on that long distance call. If you can't say it to my face, if you can't look me in the eye and tell me why, you can choke on that easy way out, leaving me here trying to figure it out, leaving me here with these questions no one to ask. Now I'm dead in the water, thinking maybe I should call her, thinking maybe my voice is enough, that'll all come flooding back to her what we had, that'll all come flooding back to her what we had, and it'll all come flooding back. Choke on that apology, you can choke on that sorry. If you were sorry, you wouldn't have left things like this. Now I'm dead in the water, thinking maybe I should call her, thinking maybe my voice is enough, that'll all come flooding back to her what we had, that'll all come flooding back to her what we had, that it'll all come flooding back. Now I'm dead in the water, thinking maybe I should call her, thinking maybe my voice is enough, that'll all come flooding back to her. What we had, that'll all come flooding back to her. What we had, that'll all come flooding back to her. What we had, that'll all come flooding back to her. What we had, that it'll all come flooding back. All right, thank you, Light of Day. Please welcome Mr. Jake Thistle again.
Thank you. That was great. I really like that one. I really like them all. I'm having a great time listening to this. Listening to these songs. This is this next one is one of the more recent ones I've written. Normally, when I'm writing a song, I try to write all I can because I really enjoy it. And normally, relatively quickly, I can kind of get the shell of a song, and then of course it'll take longer to arrange it or put new words in it if I need to or whatever. But this one came incredibly slow to me. I started this in like May, and I would just play these first two verses over. I didn't know how to finish it, and then one time in late August, I was about to go to sleep, and I got an idea, and I sat with the notebook, and I just wrote it all really quickly after that. It was like it was almost like when the printer's not working and you press print like 5 times and nothing happens, and then all of a sudden all 5 copies print. It was kind of like that. For months, nothing came, and then all of a sudden the whole song was there. So I like to play this, and this is called Lines on the Road. Well, I'm hypnotized by lines rushing by on a road, measuring the time in songs, feeling the highway below. Not worried about figuring out my life, no one ever seems to make it out alive. No, I'm just seeing how long I can survive. Well, the news reports hell, 'cause that's what sells on the TV. I tuned it out so long ago. Yeah, they weren't fooling me. But it's the same sad story told a different way to fill time between the commercials they play. Well, I'd rather be hypnotized by the lines on the highway. I'm living on the road to get away from it all, hoping we're not too far gone, and keep my distance from the parts of the world that don't belong. When I'm hypnotized by the lines on the road and keeping time in song. People got something to share, but I just don't care what they're thinking. Their ideas are bad, or even worse, just depends on what they're drinking. They'll tell you how to live, but they don't have a clue. Say that they know it better than you. Say life's so short when it's the longest thing we ever do. I'm living on the road to get away from it all, hoping we're not too far gone, and keep my distance from the parts of the world that don't belong. And I'm hypnotized by the lines on the road and keeping time in song. days don't last and the world goes fast asleep. The cars drain off the road until it's just the highway and me. I watch the land open road as I drive, wonder where I'm gonna ride. Not worried about figuring out my life, no one ever seems to make it out alive. Well, I'm still seeing how long I can survive. I'm living on the road to get away from it all, hoping we're not too far gone, and keep my distance from the parts of the world that don't belong. When I'm hypnotized by the lines on the road and keeping time in song. Well, I'm hypnotized by the lines rushing by on the road. So I hope you guys like that one, and I'll give you back to Ron.
Hey, thanks a lot. I see Joe Durso's in the house. I'd like to say hello to him. And this next song, I gotta try to keep these damn things on. This next song, think about getting a little bit older, and as you can see, the pictures that Dave showed earlier, I had a black beard, and now it's pretty white. And so age is catching up with me. But the good thing about that is I'm still standing. The bad thing is a lot of my friends aren't. I've lost a lot of people in the last 10 years, and it's a tough one. And I know Joe feels that way about Louie, because this song's probably going to touch Joe, because this is about my buddy Mike Sickes, and we were pretty close and comrades in arms. And so anyhow, it's called We Swore We'd Fly. By the river, I grabbed the last pint of GD. I took a pull and passed the bottle, made a toast to you and me. It's been a long, hot ride for us, my friend. High road ain't the easy way. Young when we started, now we both seen better days. We swore we'd fly till we singed our wings, with no fear what the night might bring. So now we ride on old hopes and dreams. We swore we'd fly till we singed our wings. Trees swirling in the story, all we said we'd ever need. We rode the wind full throttle, chasing melodies. You took an exit I can't follow, still right in my mind. Keep the gates to heaven open, I'll catch up when it's my time. We swore we'd fly till we singed our wings, with no fear what the night might bring. how we ride on old hopes and dreams. We swore we'd fly till we singed our wings. We swore we'd fly till we singed our wings. We swore we'd fly till we singed our wings.
Oh my God!
Turn it
that
back
was-
over to Dave.
That That was beautiful, guys. I
Ditties. I write ditties.
Sound great.
For some reason, I hear an echo, so that means somebody doesn't have that little button push on the audio. But we'll take care of that later. Can you guys hear this?
I haven't touched nothing.
I do hear the echo, though. I'm
Yeah,
wondering if
okay.
it's me. Great tune, Ron. Great tune, Jake. Woo!
Oh, thank you. You
It might
too.
be you,
Sounds
Ryan,
Yeah.
because as we have heard, you are the problem child from Fort Erie, right?
I keep hearing
He's
that.
the problem
I
child
love-
from New York, and he's the genius from New Jersey, and
Right.
Yeah.
you're just the greatest guy from Niagara Falls, Ontario. That's
Yeah,
who
that's
you are,
right.
Dave.
Listen, Ronnie, here's every time I had to go to Fort Erie to play hockey. Every
Right,
time I
right.
had to go to Fort Erie to play baseball,
Right.
we were like, oh God, we got to play those guys again. They were always dirty. They were always dirty. They caused trouble. There's something about Fort Erie. I don't know what.
Right,
it is.
right. No, Dave, I agree with you guys wholeheartedly. If you come to Fort Erie to play hockey or baseball, you get a police escort out
He's not
of
lying,
Fort
Ron.
Erie because
Jake-
they take it so seriously.
He's not lying.
Them horses used to take my money.
And then there was that. And then there was the racetrack.
I know.
listen.
I know, man.
Listen, guys, that was a great first round. I'm so glad there's 2 more songs left. You guys got a ton of people watching, a lot of
Woo!
great comments. You're going to have to sit back with a drink later on and pull up Facebook and rewatch it because a ton of fans out there watching. You guys are doing a great job. Making me cry. The best part about this job is once you guys go on, I sit back, I grab a scotch, and I go, I'm just a fan. I'm just
Yeah.
a fan sitting back listening.
Me
Jake,
too.
Jake. Now I've met Jake's dad just recently.
Yep.
But I got to ask a question to you, Jake.
Sure.
Are you sure he's your dad and Jackson Brown isn't? Man, you sound like Jackson Brown. Those songs were fantastic. That last song
Oh, absolutely,
was
man.
Jackson Brown reincarnated. And that's not a bad thing. That's a great thing. We need more Jackson Browns, as Jake
Yep.
Matheson said.
I watched Laurel Canyon last night, and man, you would have
Oh,
fit
what a
right
show.
in. You would have
Yep.
fit right in there, Jake. They
Oh,
just,
thank you.
you are one talented kid.
He's got it.
I can't call you a kid. You're like
No, he's
you're like 50 in a little guy's body.
I appreciate it.
sure-
It means a lot. It's what
No,
I've
it's-
always
The
wanted
old
to do.
saying, Jake, do you ever get tired of hearing, you have an old soul?
I
Never.
don't like it. I appreciate the comparison, you know.
If he's 16, he has an old soul. It's a different
Yeah.
story. But he's 16.
I'm actually a little annoyed that I didn't pull my tune out tonight. That's called Springsteen because it literally says, I'm a little nocturnal, I'm a little unsound, I'm a little bit Gord Downey, I'm a little bit Jackson Brown.
Hey, there you go. I like that. I like that. A little Canadian.
Yeah, and I'm like sitting here going, wow, did I miss an opportunity to play a song called Springsteen?
You can throw it in anytime, buddy. You can throw it in anytime. Now, listen, I'm only here to do a little bit of housekeeping, so I want to thank once again our sponsor, Wingate Art Limited. They're the ones taking care of the artists tonight. Thank you very much, Charles Harrison and the folks over there. You can go to lightofdaycanada.com/donate at any time. We'd appreciate any donation. These shows are the only ways we can make money. We are going to announce December 5th. We are going to have a Light of Day Canada show, so stay tuned for that. I also want to announce our next show. Now, you see this hat, folks? Does anybody know what that horse is? Ron, do you know that horse? Do you recognize the horse?
Oh.
That's the Poco horse from Legend. And our next episode, I'm so
Poco.
stoked. We got Marty Allen now in the background of Jake's set there. He's got a Johnny Cash album. Marty Allen does an amazing Johnny Cash tribute, but he also writes some great, great songs. And then we got Strawberry Pie from New Jersey. These girls are unbelievable. I've been I've seen them a couple times down in Asbury Park at Light of Day. I've seen their online shows. They're fantastic. So I'm looking forward to Strawberry Pie. And then one of my all-time favorites. I'm a huge Poco fan. Anybody wants to argue with me who's better, the Eagles or Poco, I'll tell you hands down, it's that band. And the singer and the great lap steel guitar player, Mr. Rusty Young, will be on. They watch a lot of our shows, and I'm so stoked that we're going to have him on. Now, Ronnie, you mentioned Joe Durso's watching. Joey did our 4th show, an amazing show, and I know he's a big fan of yours. And I want to tell everybody,
and vice versa.
Yes. And I want to mention that we're doing a show with Joe. Ev, you want to take that down? We're doing a show with Joe on September 25th. You can go to viewstub.com/Joe Durso to get your tickets. Only $10 for the entire household. It's going to be a great night of songs and stories with the great Joe Durso. And I'd love to have any of you on to do that. Now, it's a ticketed event. So you pay $10, you get your email, and they send you a login, and you watch it. I know me and Jake watched John Hyatt a couple weeks ago. It was a great show,
That was
right?
really cool, yeah.
Now, you were in the front row. You had the Zoom thing going?
I was, yeah. I think we must have
Me
been
too.
in different chat rooms or something like that.
Yeah, we were in different pods. It was cool. We were out on the deck with Louis Spatafor and hey, Ryan, you know you're live, eh, Ryan? Just so you know.
I do. I
Okay.
do know I'm live. I love it.
So we were on watching it, Ronnie, and it was a Zoom show, so he could see us and we could see him, but you had to pay a certain amount of money to get those seats, and you could talk with them, and once in a while they would unmute you, and you'd be clapping and whistling, and I'd be holding up the Canada sign. I don't know if you saw the Canada sign, Jake.
I was looking for you. Both shows. I think we were in different rooms. I couldn't see you.
But there you go, Ronnie. And Ryan, you talk about old soul. This guy, you can talk John Hyatt, Jackson Brown, Bruce Springsteen, Warren Zevon with this guy, and he knows everything you're talking about. He's like my son. I got one at home. It's the same way.
Oh, man, I've been jamming with another kid from around here. He's exactly the same way, man. He plays like 40s Fats Domino.
He's not the same way. He's
Nobody's
not
the same as
Quit
Jake.
trying to name drop, you child.
Hey, before I turn it back over to Ronnie, he's in charge. He's really keeping everybody in line. Before I turn it back over to you guys, I do want to mention, I think Lee Silverstone might be watching. I know Jared Clements probably he tunes in once in a while. Jake, you're going to be doing a show Monday night?
I am, yeah. It's gonna be a good time. I love that Monday night music thing, and so I try to do it anytime I can. So I appreciate them having me.
Yeah, it's going to be a Bruce Springsteen birthday tribute with the big man's son, Jared Clements, Jake Thistle, and some kid from Niagara Falls who thinks he's Bruce Springsteen, Evan Rotello. So there you go. We got Jackson Brown and a Bruce Springsteen. We're keeping the music alive. So listen, guys. I've got to move. You better be watching, Rotello. You're playing. By the way, my son Evan works. See the comments that keep coming up? He's in the other room on a laptop bringing those comments up from Facebook for us. So I put the kid to work, right? He's got to do something.
That a boy, Evan.
There we go. So I'm going to turn it back to you guys. It's been fantastic. I'm going to pour another scotch. Ronnie, you're in charge. Have fun, guys. We'll see you at the end of the show.
Ryan?
Yes, sir.
If you've had your talk with your friends and all your buddies inside the room you're at, we'd like to hear you play another song. Is that too much to ask for you this evening?
Me? You're talking about
Ryan, I'm talking to you. Pay attention.
You're talking about a room full of people?
Ryan, you're talking to yourself.
You're live, bro.
All right. This is a song I recorded in Nashville this year. It's a song called Embers, and it's a song about getting the fuck away from your kids and your house and going to a hotel with the one you love and blowing on the embers of your fire, which is your love. I the service road. I think we need to check out, get away from our house. If we can afford it, let's fall out of orbit. Blow on the embers of our fire, so we can blow on the embers of our fire. Let's escape to our forgetting place, my hometown, and we can stay. Clarion, where they make our bed. Do not disturb, just hangs and hangs and hangs and hangs. Let's drink till the jacuzzi's cold. I climb out like I'm sold. We complain about the services, we keep coming back again, again and again, so we can blow on the embers of our fire. Blow on the embers of our fire. Sometimes life makes us so tired, so blow on the embers of our fire. Blow on the embers of our fire. Blow on the embers of our fire. Sometimes life makes us so tired. Blow on the embers of our fire. Next up, Jake Thistle.
That was great. That was awesome. I'm excited to play this next one. I've been looking forward to this, just because I like the story that kind of surrounds it. Because this song, I think I kind of have a lot of different connections to. But this song was written in Asbury Park, over a weekend I stayed there. I was doing a lot of things for Light of Day America, and I did something that raised some money, and then the next day I was gonna play at the Stone Pony for that weekend, and we're just far enough from Asbury Park where it didn't really make sense to drive back and forth, so I ended up staying the night at the Empress, and that was the same weekend they had that amazing show at the Paramount, and originally I wasn't gonna go to that just because we didn't have tickets, and we hadn't really planned around it, but I was able to get some tickets really last minute, and we went in, and it was an amazing show. And so that's obviously what I remember from the weekend. But so I saw Joe was on, he was there. It was great. It was really cool to see Jesse Mallon too on the bill, because I played with him out in L.A. In October when I was there with some of the Heartbreakers for a Tom Petty birthday thing. We had some really cool people there too. Jesse Mallon was one of them, so it was great to see him again. And of course Springsteen and everyone else there. Willie Nile. It was a great time. Anyway. When we were in Asbury Park, I had never been at the beach while it was snowing before. And so, aside from slipping on the boardwalk and just, falling completely on my back a couple times because it was slippery, I looked out the window of our hotel room at the Empress Hotel, and I saw that by the pool, there was a little tiki bar looking thing. And I had never seen a tiki bar with snow on the roof before. And it just struck me as so odd because I would never picture those two things together, And so it got me thinking about a song. So I started writing this song, and I was getting to the chorus, and I was trying to think of something to tie it in, and then I thought of, if you couldn't tell already, I'm a huge John Hyatt fan, and he has an album called The Tiki Bar Is Open, and so I thought I could add a little bit of that title in because I thought it would fit well, and so a little bit of John Hyatt in this song too. I know Dave's a big John Hyatt fan too. I didn't see him directly, but we were both on that little John Hyatt Topeka live concert one time. My request for that one was Everybody Went Low, which is from the Tiki Bar Is Open album. Anyway, here's a song. Sun coming up, I see it shining on the sand. Looking out my window, hoping you'd stop by if you can. Business is good, but it'd be much better if you were here. Sometimes I watch the snowy boardwalk and pray you'd appear. Tiki bar, and it's always open. I'll leave the torch going for you. Ain't it hard when our old memories come back and taunt you? But you know where to find me, 'cause my tiki bar is always open. So stop by if you want to. So stop by if you want to. There's a back room behind the bar, and that's where I've been living. But I let the regular drunks do what they want, as long as they don't start pissing. In summertime, the money's good when the vacation crew rolls in. Hawaiian shirts and flip-flops, dads that need a break from their kid. And I own a little tiki bar, and it's always open. I'll leave a torch going for it. Ain't it hard when our old memories come back and taunt you? But you know where to find me, 'cause my tiki bar's always open. So stop by if you want to. So stop by if you want to. Share summer face, just like your love for me. always alone when I watch it snow out on the sea. So please stop in, 'cause when it's cold, only the ocean waves back. Yeah, well, I'm still crying blue and taking my coffee black. Now the little tiki bar that's always open, I'll leave a torch going for you. Ain't it hard when our old memories come back and taunt you? But you know where to find me, 'cause my tiki bar is always open. So stop by if you want to. 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 So I hope you guys like that one. I really like to play that because I think it's got a really cool story to it. But hope you guys enjoyed. I'll hand you guys back to Ron LaSalle.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jake. I think it was back in 2002. I woke up on the hood of my car in Red Rocks, of all places. I had just been driving around the country, just looking for things to write about. I just broke up with my wife of many years, and I was just sitting. I wrote a lot of songs sitting on the hood of my car for some damn reason, in about 6, 7 different states. But this one ended up being the title cut of one of my records. It's called "Nobody Rides for Free." Me and Johnny dreamed a life on the road, so we runned off with the carnival. Free cotton candy and tilt-a-whirls, loose talk from tattooed girls. But the Midway whispered secrets about suckers born each day. I've begun to realize from a dream there's no escape. Ain't no shortcuts to happiness. Love's just a lottery. We'll take our chances, it's hit or miss, but nobody rides for free. Little Laura made a big mistake. Too much ecstasy at a rave. Ask her, she says she's doing fine. She's 21 with a 9-year-old's mind. And her mother swears at Jesus as her father sobs at night. Little Laura tried to fit in, but she overpaid the price. Ain't no shortcuts to happiness. Life's just a lottery. We'll take our chances, it's hit or miss, but nobody rides for free. What they want, or want what they have. took so long. I'm still not sure how it all went wrong. Too many dreams, too many falls, too insecure to see we had it all. But I will never blame her. She carried so much weight. She paid a bill that bought me time to make these choices I've made. Ain't no shortcuts to happiness, love's such mystery. We'll take our chances, it's hit or miss, but nobody rides for free. Nobody rides for free. Nobody rides for free. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Ryan.
Yes, Mr. LaSalle. How are you, sir? All right. This is a song that I'll close out with, which kind of, this song means a lot to me. It's an oldie. It's an oldie. But I'm 45, and about 4 years ago, I met the woman I'm going to spend my life with. And, when we're older, sometimes we take on kids at this age. And now I have a dear little daughter by the name of Molly. And I wrote her a song that I kind of encapsulates the kind of moment in time when I met her and the moment that we became one. It's around six or 7 years old in her life, and this song's my dedication to her. It's called Molly, and I'm going to play that for you guys because I'm in that phase where you write songs that mean a lot to you, and right now family's everything to me. Molly, I'll chase the monsters away. Molly, I promised you I'd stay. Told you I'd catch you. Told you I'd catch you, girl, if you ever fell, if you ever fell. Big brown eyes, dimples you could fall into, She's always got a loose tooth. Told you I'd catch you. Told you I'd catch you, girl, if you ever fell, if you ever fell. Car seat in my trunk, carry you up the bed, lift you to the top bunk, kiss your forehead, told you I'd catch you, sleep with the angels, know why you're dreaming, this dad ain't leaving. Molly, Molly, welcome, Mr. Jake Thistle.
Thank you. Sounds great. This is the song I guess I wrote it at the beginning of last year, which is coming up on a year. This year's going by pretty fast. Also very slow. But this was I guess it came out of a time when I was writing a lot of more negative songs or whatever, but this is a little more of a positive one. And so I put this song up on my page to kind of open up 2020 and hope it was a good year, but didn't really turn out how anyone expected. But I still like it. So this is called it's called Down the Line. Yeah, I thought the faster I went, the faster things would be improving. And I wasn't moving forward, no, I was just moving. I'm glad my fire didn't burn out, but it sure was cooling. I don't know who I was fooling. And I followed you down the line, and my irons in the fire, they all forged in place. I come to you every time. Oh, I need a good match to help me light the way. Yeah, well, every time I try to stand tall, my shadow is looming. I'd be running down some dream without knowing what I was really pursuing. Well, every time I turn my head, my screws would loosen. It's just a blur of confusion. And I followed you down the line, and my irons in the fire, they all forged in place. I come to you every time. Oh, I need a good match to help me light the way. When I had to decide, I wasn't happy with my choosing. Every time I played myself, well, I was just losing. So don't ever say goodbye, 'cause I'm not good at concluding. Besides, I'd be ruined. And I followed you down the line, and my irons in the fire, they all forged in place. I come to you every time. Oh, I need a good match So I hope you like that one, and I'll give you guys back to Ron.
All right, thanks a lot. Yeah, nice hairdo, Ron. Jesus Christ, what's going on? I was going to do a song called Jenny, but I've changed my mind, and I think I'm going to send a song out to my wife tonight, because, I don't know, 'cause she's a swell gal. It's called To You. Down if I can't read. What the hell? I was doing some thinking around here. Now wait a minute, I know this song. I wrote the damn thing. Give me a second here, because I was doing some thinking as I drove over here on how to firm out my loving for love without fear, and about all of the women I love my way through, and I'm not even one ever compared to you. To you, I give myself to you with all love's worth. To you, I give them all, the moon, the stars, the earth. Yes, I come here tonight. Give me to you. You can take what I offer or turn me away, but I never regret this offer I've made. Yeah, my heart has some scratches, but it's hardly used. Say my heart won't be broken, and to you I'll be true. To you, I give myself to you with all love's worth. All, the moon, the stars, the earth. Yes, I've come here tonight to give me to you. Yes, I've come here tonight to give me to you. Girl, I've come here tonight. Give me to you. Thank you, everybody. Well, I blew that one pretty good, but what you gonna do, right? Every now and then.
Hey, I told my son the other night he was playing and he made a little mistake and he just kept going. He worked. It went fine. I said, even the greatest. I've seen Southside Johnny miss an entire verse. I've seen Bruce screw up. And now I've seen one of my favorite performers, but you pulled it off. And it was a great song. Guys, listen.
You know, as you get older, Dave, and you'll find out, you guys are all puppies. And you're going to find out that instead of having every chamber filled, you hit a lot of blank ones. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm closer to you than Ryan, but Jake's got a long time to wait for that. Listen, guys, you guys, these songs were amazing. Like I mean, I know, Ronnie, I know your music. I don't know the new stuff,
These two guys made a new fan here. That's for sure. I love both of them. They were both great.
That song Molly, I was sitting here with like a tear in my eye going, oh, stop
thank
it,
you,
Molly.
Dave.
Oh my God, what a lucky child that is to have that
I love
beautiful
that
song
girl. I love
written
her.
about
She's
her.
10, and she's mine now, and I'm gonna adopt her and take her over and give her a good life.
That's
And
great,
Jake, I
man.
may show up at your tiki bar.
Well, Jake, I wanted to say I've stayed at the Empress, and I've seen that tiki bar, so I didn't know that's what the song was about. I've been dying to hear it because we're both John Hyatt fans. So I'm like, when I heard that
really
title,
great
like,
tune, bud.
oh, it was so
like,
cool.
I mean, clearly, we're looking at a 16-year-old here who's, you know,
It's the next Jackson Brown.
he's
But
got
listen,
everything happening, right?
The best-
For him.
Absolutely.
the
And
best
I'm
part
telling
about
you
that
this,
song.
Jake
Oh,
Thistle,
sorry, Brian.
you better take me, Dave, and Ron LaSalle backstage when
he
you're
makes it,
playing,
right?
you know, these big fucking
Madison
festivals in about 10 years when everybody wants you on every bill.
You know what I like?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You know what I like about this, Jake? Now I can name Jake. Now I can name drop Jake. Jake Thistle.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know Jake Thistle. No, I
That's
know
right.
Jake Thistle.
That's right. Now,
Right?
listen,
Yeah.
From Jersey, I'll say, yep, that's the one.
I
the
played
one.
on a show with him when he was only 16. I remember.
Means a lot.
Jake,
Thank you.
Jake, you didn't disappoint. You had a ton of fans watching from your site, but you know that backdrop you've got is one of the coolest. I try to make Evans look pretty cool, but that one there it takes the cake. I
Thank
love
you.
it. Love them
Appreciate it.
guitars.
We keep adding stuff to it and everything when we can.
Well, I always check out the different albums you got going on, right? You got Petty and Cash.
Yeah.
And different stuff
I
going
always try
on.
to change them when I can, switch them out. You know.
It's such a great room. I mean, you got the keyboard. Evans just got that keyboard. That's awesome. So Jake, I want to remind everybody that Jake's going to be playing with Jared Clemens, the big man's son, and Evan Rotella, my son. I'm not quite the big man, but you know, I am a man. The three of them will be playing on Monday night, starting at 7. It'll be on the different Facebook groups, so look for that. It's going to be a great night of music. Ryan, I want to say, I got to tell you, yours may have been the most pro setup I've seen since we started doing this show. You had 2 camera angles, you had the fade in it. So I want to give a big shout out to Chris and the people over at Sessions on the River.
Thank you.
For doing what an amazing job.
Thank you so much, Dave.
Can I get them to do some other shows? Because man,
100%. 100%.
Really?
We're here for you, brother. It's a gem as
In
Ron
Fort Erie.
pointed out. We're the troublemakers of Fort Erie, and we've got a pro studio here in Fort Erie. It's just location, right?
it's only 20 minutes away. It's worth the drive.
You pick this thing up and you put it in Toronto. They're lined up down the block to record here. You know, what can you do? But we love it here, and we'd love to have you in here. And you and I both know that we're going to get a Songwriters thing going soon with Evan and Dundas, and we're all good.
Sounds good. You guys were all fantastic. I want to say, you know, I'm going to play fanboy here, okay? Because I'm a little fan, right, of all this music. I've already praised Jake up and down because I mean the kid's unbelievable. Ronnie, you are you are definitely one of my favorite singer-songwriters. Now, I want to tell people, you got to go out and get these CDs. Now, this is Too Angry to Pray.
Yep.
And this is Nobody Rise for Free. He did 2 songs from that tonight, which when you played To You, man, that was a great audible at the line. And then,
Except for the first 2 lines, whatever the hell they were.
Well, I was singing them before you.
Ron, you printed CDs? Wow.
Hey, listen, when you were doing
That's how old
To You-
I am, Ryan. I got a 45 also.
Yay! I want one. Listen, when you started screwing up To You, I was singing. I was going to jump on and go, I can help you here.
Yeah, Dave. I heard your backups in the backstage.
Well, folks, it was a great time. You guys were fantastic. This talent that keeps coming up every week. I'm blown away. I say it every week, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. First of all, thank you. But the amount of talent that's out there. One of the reasons, Ronnie, that I want to do this kind of stuff, and the reason I I came back from Light of Day Asbury Park and we were asked to do Light of Day Canada, one of the reasons I wanted to do it was to introduce people to the stuff that I thought was unbelievable, right? Like, and then we brought people to Light of Day that, you know, Rick Rose helped us, but we brought a lot of great bands to our shows because we want people to see them. What the hell is that?
Niagara is kind of like this underground scene that's kind of disregarded, and it's kind of cool because it stays underground, but at some point, everyone in Niagara would like to break out, but thank you, Dave, for giving a voice to Niagara because it's a cool underground music scene. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome, but the idea is really to bring great musicians to the folks that I know like the music that we listen to, that watch our shows, that come to our shows. I was dying to get Jake out to see people. I wanted people to see him because I knew how good he was, and I'm sure you got a lot of new fans tonight, Jake. A lot of people have seen Ron. He's played Light of Day shows, and I'm glad that you came back, Ronnie. I know we're going to do a different show coming up, so I'm looking forward to doing that. We'll chat about that. Ryan, we got some stuff going on soon, right?
I hope. I actually got, I got a huge single right now released on Spotify. I guess I should bring that up. The third song I did is called Embers. You heard kind of an acoustic version, but it's the one I recorded in Nashville, and it's kind of all over indie radio in UK and Australia. Nobody gives a fuck about me in Canada, but
they will.
In UK and Australia right now, we're 10th in independent radio, and
great job.
That's really cool. I just want to say, while I have a moment, to say how much I appreciate being here, bro. And I'm gonna be grabbing some Ron LaSalle and some Jake Thistle off my social media, and I would love to come back if you ever have people back again when you take, after a year or whatever. I can't wait to come back, and
you got it, right?
I'd love to come meet these guys in person.
Well, one day we'll all be together in person. Now, Ronnie, you got a new album out, right?
No, it's coming out. It won't be out till after the first of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's the name of that new album? Do we know yet?
Roads Taken.
Roads Taken. Oh,
Roads Taken. Yep.
Yeah.
And your buddy John.
But all my screw ups. Lots of them.
That's
what
about
a 78 red. There's 78 songs on it because it was about all my screw ups.
Hey, Johnny
Volume 1.
Your buddy Johnny War couldn't make it out tonight because he goes to bed early because he gets up at 3. But he says he's going to watch the replay. So
yeah, he sent me a little note before he went to bed.
Jake, anything going on with you coming up other than the show Monday night that I've mentioned? What do you got going on? Tell the people.
Yeah, I'm I've been writing a lot and everything. I don't have any albums out as of now, but I'm working on a group of demos. I was supposed to be in the studio now, but it ended up getting closed because of everything going on. But I've been recording a lot at home, which is just pretty much me and an acoustic guitar with some light overdubbing with other stuff. And so it doesn't have like an official release or anything like that, but it's coming before the end of the fall.
Look forward to hearing from it. And I got to tell you, I was trying to say this earlier, but the Empress, when you were singing that song and you were talking about looking out onto the boardwalk, it painted a perfect picture. If anybody's ever stood on that balcony of the Empress, you could just picture everything you were saying. It was a wonderfully written song, buddy.
Oh, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you.
Great job. And tell your dad the sound came out great.
I love how Jake said light dubs. Just some light dubs over top.
Well, guys,
amazing.
I'm gonna say goodnight. Once again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
It was just great sitting back, listening to you guys, and telling your stories and singing your songs. And I'm sure we'll be doing this again soon.
Absolutely, Dave. Reach out, man. We'll have some shows here at Sessions, bro.
You got it. You guys.
Ron, thank you so much. I loved it. Jake, so much. I loved it.
Oh, thanks, you too.
Hey, Jake, you ever heard of Matthew Ryan?
I'm sorry?
You ever heard of Matthew Ryan?
Yeah, I've heard the name.
Oh, he's a good buddy of mine. He plays with Jesse Mallon. I heard you talking about some of the fellows that I went out to see in Philly. It was cool. Cool to hear.
Well, Jake, one of the things I noticed, is there anybody you don't know?
Yeah, really.
Right? Because I'm a big Jesse Mallon fan too. We're just sitting here listening, going, Oh, he knows Jesse too. Jesus, is there anybody?
He knows everyone. Yeah, Jesse Mallon, like singer-songwriter dude of New York, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ronnie, any last words?
Just thank you, Dave. Thank you. And Jake, wonderful to meet you.
You
Ryan,
too.
you're a pain in the ass. Love you.
God bless you.
All right, boys. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Adios,
I'll see you-
amigos.
Jake, I'll see you Monday night.
Sounds great. See you then.
Well, folks, there you have it. We've completed episode 2 of season 2. What a great show. That was funny. I mean, it's always fun. You know, there's always a few challenges in there. You know, you could see at the beginning, Jake's Wi-Fi was going off a little bit, but it came through and everything was fine. It's live on the interweb. Anything can happen. But I'm telling you, I say it every week, but these songwriters are unbelievable. And the reason that we did this show was to give the musicians a venue to get out, play their songs again. They make a few bucks. They don't get rich, but thanks to our sponsors, once again, I have to thank Wingate Arts for being a sponsor. I truly, truly appreciate Charles Harrison. Always supporting Light of Day. He's a great guy, him and Kathy. Thank you for what you do for Light of Day. And if you get a chance, folks, if you can drop a few dollars in the bucket over at lightofdaycanada.com/donate, we'd appreciate it. We're just trying to keep these shows going, trying to keep the awareness going, and look for the big show. We are going to do an online show December 5th. You're going to see a bunch of these guys, the folks that helped us out here. You'll see them on our show on December 5th. It's going to be an online show. It'll be a ticketed event. All money will go, all proceeds will go to the Light of Day Canada to support these two wonderful organizations who help Parkinson's and cancer. That's what we do. That's why we do all of this. But the bonus is we get to hear unbelievable music. I almost feel bad when people say, oh, you do a lot of work. This isn't work. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and I enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I really appreciate you coming out and supporting all these artists. I know a lot of you come out to see the artists that are on the bill tonight, but come back because every week it's fantastic. These guys they're brilliant. I just call them up and ask, and you know they donate their time. They don't actually realize they're getting paid. That comes later, and I really appreciate it because again, it's not a lot of just a stipend, but it's a little bit to say thank you very much. And listen, Jake, Thistle, unbelievable. Ryan, those songs were beautiful. And Ronnie, I'm a big fan. You know it. I always have been. And for you just to be so nice and we're fans, you know, you're a great guy and I really appreciate it. So coming up, again, stoked. Marty Allen from the Niagara region. He does a Johnny Cash tribute, which is unbelievable. But he's got some amazing original work, and I can't wait to hear him in 2 weeks. And he'll be joined by Dee Dee and Laura from Strawberry Pie. These girls are fantastic. I've been watching them for the last couple of years at Light of Day in Asbury Park, and then a lot of their online shows have been fantastic. And when I was a kid, it was Bruce Springsteen as my favorite artist, and my favorite band was Poco. Always has been, always will be. And we have the lead singer, the leader of the band, the greatest lap steel guitar player ever. Can I say that? Rusty? I know Nils Lofgren might get upset. Mr. Rusty Young from Poco. It's an honor to have Rusty out at our show. I can't wait. And we have a new show. It's called Songs and Stories. Evan test drove the system for us last Friday. It went well. It's a ticketed event. Joe Durso, our friend. Nobody tells stories like the great Joe Durso. He is going to be performing. It's about an hour show, hour and 15. It's $10 per ticket or per household. I mean, you only need one ticket if you're all watching on the same computer or big screen. Go to viewstub.com/Joe Durso and buy your ticket. It's going to be an amazing night. And, you know, the reason we're doing the Songs and Stories as well as a ticketed event is to help these musicians out. Because I tell you, folks, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to play. There's a few drive-in things, there's some backyard stuff, but pretty soon it's going to be winter. And, you know, we're not in theaters. These guys aren't touring. They're not making the money they used to, and we need to help them out. So, you know, buy a ticket. Buy 5 tickets. Do what you can to help these guys out. That's Joe Durso on the 25th. That's next Friday. And Monday night, I'm going to say it again. It's Bruce Springsteen's birthday next week. I think he turns 72, I think. And Jake Thistle, Jared Clemens and Evan Rotella will be playing Music Mondays. That's you'll see it on my Facebook page. You can go to Evan Rotella Music to catch his, Jake Thistle Music to catch his, and Jared Clemens to catch his on their Facebook. You just pop from Facebook page to Facebook page. When one guy's done, you go over to the next. It's a great setup. They've been doing it all summer long. It's a fantastic show. So that's Monday night. There's a lot coming up. This online stuff's great. I know there's some rumors with Facebook now. They're going to stop Facebook Lives. Not quite sure how that's going, but we're going to be here. We're going to keep doing these shows, and hopefully we can, again, raise awareness for Light of Day Canada for Parkinson's and cancer, and make a few bucks for our musicians. So it was a great time. The next show is going to be a Dynamite show. That's in 2 weeks from tonight. Hope to see you there. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. I really appreciate your support. We see a lot of the same folks. They come out all the time. The Spatafores, Polly Panetta, Celeste Adio, Jen from across the street. I saw her on there. She's a big Hyatt fan, so I know she enjoyed Jake. So thanks for coming out, guys, and always supporting. It means the world to me. We'll see you again soon. Actually, hopefully we'll see some of you next Friday for Joe Durso, and Monday night we'll see some folks for the Bruce Springsteen tribute. Have a great weekend, everybody. God bless. Be safe.
Well,